He wasn't born into wealth, and success wasn't handed to him on a silver platter. Picture this, 1994. A young man named Jeff Bezos is sitting in a cramped, cluttered garage, surrounded by old computers, a tangled mess of cables, and what most people would call chaos. At a time when the world still ran on physical bookstores and fax machines, he saw something others couldn't: the invisible, limitless future of the internet. Everyone around him called him crazy, but he called it Amazon. Jeff was born in Albuquerque, New Mexico, and was raised by a hard-working single mother and a stepfather who instilled in him the value of education. From a young age, Jeff's curiosity was boundless. He wasn't the kid who just played with his toys. He was the kid who took them apart, along with clocks and computers, just to understand how they worked. But what truly set him apart wasn't just his intelligence, it was his vision. While others saw roadblocks and obstacles, Jeff saw pathways and opportunities. This unique perspective led him to Wall Street, where he stumbled upon a statistic that would alter the course of his life forever. Internet usage was growing by an astonishing 2,300% every single year. In that very moment, a spark ignited. He knew his life was about to take a dramatic turn. Imagine having a comfortable, secure, six-figure job on Wall Street. Would you give it up for a wild idea? Jeff Bezos did. He quit his job, packed up his car with his wife, his dog, and a singular, audacious dream to sell books online. There were no investors backing him, no fancy office space waiting for him, just raw, unshakable belief in his vision. He set up shop in his garage and single-handedly coded the first version of Amazon.com. In those early days, every single sale felt like a monumental victory. He even had a bell that he would ring every time someone bought a book. But the path wasn't easy. He faced constant challenges. The website would crash, shipping was a logistical nightmare, and debt was piling up. Through it all, Bezos held on to a powerful mantra: if you're not stubborn, you'll give up too soon. If you're not flexible, you'll never find a solution. When he finally sought funding, investors laughed in his face. Publishers were equally skeptical. People will never buy books online, they scoffed. But Jeff tuned out the noise. He remained laser-focused on the one thing that mattered most: his customers. He was relentless. He slept on the office floor, clocked in 16-hour days, and at times even hand-delivered packages himself. His vision was crystal clear: to build Earth's most customer-centric company. That singular focus paid off. Soon Amazon expanded beyond books, selling music, electronics, and eventually just about everything you can imagine. The world was undergoing a massive transformation, and Amazon wasn't just part of it. It was leading the revolution. But the journey to the top was far from smooth. The infamous dot-com crash of the early 2000s nearly wiped out his company. Critics and financial analysts labeled him reckless, predicting his imminent failure. Yet Jeff's belief in the long-term potential of his idea never wavered. He famously said, "I'd rather fail at something meaningful than succeed at something easy." While other companies folded and entrepreneurs gave up, Bezos did the opposite. He doubled down. He reinvested every single dollar of profit back into the business, pouring resources into building massive warehouses, developing faster delivery systems, and above all, earning customer trust. Then came the turning point. When Amazon introduced Prime, a revolutionary membership program offering fast, free delivery, the world laughed yet again. Who would pay for shipping up front, they wondered. But soon, Prime became more than a service. It became the very heartbeat of modern shopping, an indispensable part of daily life for millions. Bezos hadn't just built a company, he had built a habit. From that small, chaotic garage, Amazon mushroomed into a global empire, eventually valued at over $1 trillion. And Jeff Bezos became one of the world's richest men, not because he was chasing money, but because he was relentlessly chasing a purpose. So today, when you click that Buy Now button, take a moment to realize you're not just using a website. You are witnessing the culmination of a vision that began with a leap of faith and an extraordinary amount of courage. Jeff Bezos' story is a powerful reminder that dreams are often built in silence, away from the doubters, and they are realized through sheer, unwavering persistence. So, if you ever feel that your dreams are too big or your resources are too small, remember this. Every billionaire was once a beginner, and every empire, no matter how vast, started somewhere, often in a garage. Thank you so much for watching. If you found this story inspiring, make sure to subscribe for more real-life motivational stories that prove anything is possible. We'll see you in the next one.